Hey guys, I'm Roger Herring, founder of Investors Accounting LLC, and it's down below me today. I am the Investors Accountant. It's great to be with you for another segment of Ask Roger. But you know what? Before we get into it, hey, I want you to click like on this video and hit subscribe so you won't miss any of our free educational videos. Check out everything we got. I'm looking to build a large library just for you, the real estate investor. So my question today comes from my client, Mike. He says, Roger, why can't I hold my rentals inside of my S-Corp? The answer is you can, but a better question would be, should you? Because rentals inside of an S-Corp can cause a lot of problems. And one of the first things that I think about, if this is your flipping S-Corp and you're also holding rental properties in it, well, if something goes wrong with the flip, now your rentals are at risk. That's not a good thing. But let's come from a strictly tax perspective right now. The first problem is a restriction on transferability. You see, you don't own that property. The S corporation does. So if you try to move it into a different LLC or into your name, that creates a taxable event under what the IRS refers to as the related party transaction rules. Meaning it's a deemed sale of the property, and yes, the gain is taxable. So we don't want that to happen. There are some ways around it, but I'm not going to talk about those today. I'll save those for next week for its own segment. Restriction on transferability is number one. Number two, what if your property is throwing off profit? There's no mortgage on it, and instead of a phantom loss, you actually have taxable income coming off of it. Well, it's passive income, right? Wrong. Not in an S-Corp. A rental property actively managed and owned by an S-Corp is an ordinary income item, and it could drive the need for you to pay yourself a salary. Third thing you have to think about, what do we like to do with our properties with a BRRRR strategy? Well, we go in, we take the money, we buy it, we improve it, we refinance it, and we repeat, okay? Here's the problem. What do I want to do with some of that refinance money? That's my free money I can put in my pocket, right? Wrong. Once again, that money belongs to your S corporation. The way you have to take it out of the S corporation is either loan payback, salary, or distribution. And there are rules that govern all three, so you can't just put the money into your pocket like you could in a disregarded entity. Fourth, and probably one of the most important things, do you like writing off passive losses? Do you like it when your rental properties throw off a loss and you get to deduct it against your other income? Well, that might not happen in an S-Corp. You see, the only way you can write off a loss from an S-Corp is if you have this thing called basis. Basis. What does that mean? Look at it this way. It's skin in the game. You've got two kinds of bases. One is for money that you loaned to the company. That creates a loan basis, and you can use the loan basis to write things off. Or you have a stock basis, which is what you paid for the stock plus gains, meaning your profits from the years, minus losses, minus anything that you took out as a distribution. That gives basis. And as long as that basis is positive, you can deduct. But what do we do with rental properties? We leverage them. We use other people's money. And by using someone else's money, we're not personally funding any loss. We're not creating any basis. And basis has to be reported to the IRS every year with an S corporation in order to deduct a loss. So there were a lot of people that in the past, last year when the IRS started requiring basis being reported, that were all of a sudden surprised you can't write off your rental property losses anymore, because now we have to calculate and report your basis. So that's it, guys. Restrictions on transferability, reason one. Reason two, can't pocket a cash out refi. Reason 3, ordinary income instead of passive income. Reason 4, basis issues. That's why we should not hold property inside of an S Corp. Well, Roger, it's already there. What do we do? Next week, I'm going to talk to you about some strategies to defend against this. 1, if you can't move it, and 2, if we can move it out. We'll explain it in detail next week. Until the next time, Roger out.